I'm making a segment. My chatter pissed me off. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, you're probably watching it before all the other segments that I was supposed to upload because fuck Cagnadian. Cagnadian's in my chat right now, probably looking at me down here from down there because that's where Cagnadian needs to look at from up above me. I'm making a segment to end my goddamn show because, like, even if it's only 5 minutes, I need to have this conversation with you. I am appealing to the lowest common denominator here. I am appealing to your literal, like, I'm trying to get to your super ego at this point. Your super id, whatever the fuck it is. If high school kids are the ones who are supposed to be working McDonald's jobs, right? It's just a job for high schoolers. That means that they cannot work from the time school is in session to the time school is out. You mean weekends, right? Who is running the 24/7 McDonald's? If the job is supposed to, if you're mad at burger flippers for making a living wage, who is supposed to work there? What time should they be open? These are very simple questions that nobody seems to be able to answer. These are not gotchas. It just doesn't work that way. And I can't fathom a world in which you thought it worked that way. I can understand if McDonald's weren't 24/7. They have breakfast menus, our breakfast items. Are kids supposed to be working there till 7:30 and then rushing off to school like 7:30 in the morning? I'm confused. Are they supposed to have night shifts? You want kids to live, right? You don't want them to live like us, like the adults that got to slave through 2 jobs just to be able to put a roof over my head for me and my kid. Like, you don't want to put a 15, 16, 17-year-old in that position. I wouldn't even want to put an 18, 19, 20-year-old in that position. Hell, to be truly quite frank with you, I wouldn't want to put anybody under the age of 35 into that situation, but we're already past that point now. A federal investigation has found that the owners of 7 Pennsylvania McDonald's illegally made 154 kids aged 14 and 15 work before school, late on school nights, and operate deep fries in violation of federal law. The owners have been forced to pay just $92,000 in fines. Since 2018, we have seen an alarming increase in the number of young workers employed in violation of federal child labor laws. We're concerned about both the increasing violations and harm to children and by moves of some of the state legislations that would make things even worse. The bill in our thread below, for example, has already made its way out of committee. A new Iowa bill would roll back child labor laws allowing 14 to 17-year-olds to work in mining, meatpacking, demolition, and operating guillotine shears and other dangerous jobs. Under the Business Back bill, employers wouldn't be civilly liable if kids are injured or killed. We talked about this before on the stream before, and there were still some people were like, yo, y'all are overreacting. Some people were like, yo, but I worked as a kid. This is blah, blah, blah. This is da-da-da. Like, there's still people who say the dumb shit. But I'm going to try to appeal to the most common piece of sense that I possibly can. We are at a point where, like, jobs don't pay enough. No job pays enough. You got to know somebody to get into that job. It's not about, there's not enough. There's not enough. We are getting to a critical point where the infrastructure of the labor market does not reflect the prices that they are charging people. There's not enough time to work and be a decent human being. You wonder why people off themselves. I'm not trying to have a conversation in which I sugarcoat this for you. It is a struggle for almost everybody out here except those that are privileged enough to have their money make money. Not everybody can play in the fucking stock market. Not everybody can make $20. Like, we're not doing Ponzi schemes. It's not Bitcoin time. It's not time for that. We need direct relief right now. I wholeheartedly say that we should have never stopped those fucking payments. But people got to get back to work, including children. Including fucking children.